Clintons are adding another check to their list of controversies. Clinton University scandal taking center stage as it is much bigger than Donald Trump's, actually. For-profit college named Bill Clinton honorary chancellor, a position that paid him $16.5 million over 5 years. Chump change. No one's talking about this, no. Now, here now is Charles Ortel. He's the whistleblower who previously found major gaps in the foundation, so much of the Clinton finances. Let me ask you about this one. So he's getting paid by Laureate at the same time that Laureate has business before the State Department. Hillary Clinton is in charge, and they're giving money to Laureate. Laureate's giving money to Bill Clinton. I mean, how is that? What am I missing? Because that sounds like...
It's a major scandal. First of all, let's talk size. We're talking here in the Laureate transaction. It's a $4 billion transaction when it was originally completed in August of 2007. So it's sizable. It came together just as the credit crisis was unfolding. And a lot of people who were involved in this transaction ultimately were benefited by the U.S. government, Citibank, Goldman, other people. And this thing, the basic idea of a for-profit university, doesn't really make that much sense. The Obama administration has targeted many others. But so the disclosures for the Clinton Foundation and the disclosures from Laureate do not explain, even now, even the ones that were amended for the Clinton Foundation in November last year, they don't explain that Bill was taking $16.5 million and
well,
Hillary...
Well, they don't explain it. How did you figure it out? Because maybe that's the problem why they're not getting in trouble, is because as clearly as we painted it, it's not painted that clearly to the average eye.
Well, actually, you know where you can find it is you can find some of this in the SEC filings that are available in the public domain for two transactions that are now ongoing, starting last year, to try to raise money at the Laureate level, common stock, and to exchange debt at the Laureate level. Those disclosure documents are hundreds of pages long, and they don't explain these payments, nor do the revised Clinton Foundation filings. So the same regulators who are looking at the Laureate transactions, the SEC, the state regulators, the foreign regulators, should now turn their attention to the Clinton filings and look at these discrepancies. They're massive.
Just to explain to the audience out there that might not know, you did a tremendous amount of work to go through all of these papers and put this together, and no average person can do this. I think a lot of government bureaucrats and officials would have a very hard time doing this. You have a reputation for having done this very accurately in the past before the financial crisis and predicting a lot of problems there and going through the records. So I would imagine you went through all this and then you go and present it to someone, right, and kind of show them how to connect the dots. Have you done that? Where does that stand?
I have done that. Well, what I did is I realized that early on this is such a variance today from where it was 15 months ago or 16 months ago. I mean, people, even I, when I thought about the Clinton Foundation at first, I thought former president, aspiring president, Chelsea Clinton, PhD, a lot of smart people and money around this. The filing should have been great. So even I, when I looked at it, didn't believe it. But then I took it around to a large number of experts, lawyers, accountants, et cetera, satisfied myself that I was right. Then I satisfied myself that it has such overwhelming political consequences that it would take time for the public to get it. I've taken it to certain state regulators. I've taken it to certain foreign people.
Would it be the FBI? I mean, who would be the IRS?
Well, I'm told. I mean, neither the IRS nor the FBI have approached me. I wrote an article last year that was in Fox, actually, that got a tremendous amount of coverage. Why isn't the IRS auditing the Clinton Foundation? And I got to believe if it weren't so politicized, it would be.
Okay. I mean, we're not going to let this go. Thank you, Charles. Appreciate your time.